Hello, everyone. This hour on Verbling, the next in my Getting Results in Business series. We're going to be doing our second class today in the series, Doing Ethical Business. We're going to be getting started in just a moment. First of all, I'm going to actually check if maybe this Hangout is not working. I'm going to restart the Hangout because I think I'm having a problem. So I'll be right back. Okay, I just restarted the Hangout because the last time seemed to be a little bit weird. Can you hear me okay, Sylvia?
Yes.
Okay, very good, very good. So let me just, I actually opened the material for this class as well because I don't think I have it linked. I don't think so. So let me open it and I'll give you the link in just a second. So give me just a second to open this up and we'll get started. Okay, I've got to go to material. The problem was I was busy creating this material and I didn't have a chance to link everything in the homeworks in the class material section. Give me just a second here. Let's go to, where is it? Business Ethics 3. Okay, I found it. Oh, you know what? I have the link right here in front of me and I didn't see it. So, okay, got it now. Okay, so in the chat window, Sylvia, where is everyone? How come you're the only one here?
Yuki.
Oh, there's Yuki. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So in the chat window, I've got the new material. I'm going to share this with you on my screen in just a second. I'm going to download it, and we'll get started as soon as I get it downloaded. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to do this before class. I apologize for that, but it'll just take a second. It's the exact same problem I had last time. Couldn't get it downloaded in time. Give me just a second as I download it. All right, in any case, what we're going to be doing here is, this is going to take a second to download. So let me just share my screen with you while this is downloading so we can all follow along. All right. And I'll try to open this material in the background. In a second I get it open, I'll share my screen with you. Oh, actually, there it is. Okay, hang on. Let's try this again. Sharing the wrong thing. There we go. Okay, so in part 3, we're going to take what we've learned.
John, could you have a presentation document that is used in previous class as a home, maybe as a question, question there?
So you want which one? The presentation 2 or the homework, or both?
Homework.
The homework is right here. Hang on a second. Give me a second. I'll give it to you.
Maybe after that. Not now.
Oh, okay. I can give it to you now. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Now?
Yeah, I'm just going to.
It's not urgent matter. So
Okay. Well, it's loading. When it's done loading, I'll give it to you. I should have had the. For some reason, I didn't have the links to this when I started the
after
class
the class
today.
is okay. Yes, yes.
All right.
Just I want to repeat the
I'll send it. No problem.
exercise.
What is everyone eating lunch? Where is everyone? This is crazy. There's no one here.
They are exhausted, maybe.
Not time to be exhausted. Later.
Previous two classes.
Later be exhausted. Not yet. Okay. We've been talking about ethical business with collocations and key vocabulary. Yesterday and today, we worked on explaining plans and arrangements. Now, we're going to try to apply this in a practical way by inviting and recommending. We've done a little bit of that, but we're going to try to take it a step further. So, as always, when we have to be exposed to new language, it's always a really good idea to listen first. So that's exactly what we're going to do here. Listen to 3 invitations, answer the questions 1 to 2. What are the people being invited to? You have to make an educated guess because you're going to hear it and you're not going to hear all the details. And then in number 2, are the invitations accepted, partly accepted, or declined? Okay, so that's going to be our listening task. And just hang on 1 second here because I want you to use your ears, so I need to read this to you. Give me just a second because I want to open this computer first, and then I'll be able to do this. These are actually very short. 1 second here. One moment. Oh, sorry. Sometimes switching between classes, it's really hard to get everything open on time. 1 second. Okay, here we go. This is the first of 3 situations. Person A says, "How about joining us for a coffee after work?" Person B says, "Maybe. Can I let you know later?" Situation number 2. Person A says, "Do you feel like coming to the cinema with us?" Person B says, "Sorry, I'm heading straight home tonight. It's my partner's birthday." Situation number 3. Person A says, "Would you like to go to that new pizzeria for lunch?" And person B says, "Why not?" That's it. It's really short. By the way, if you want to see the conversations, you can turn to slide 12. You can see them written, okay? What are the people being invited to in conversations 1, 2, and 3? I want you to make an educated guess. I mean, you don't have to guess. I don't mean a wild guess. I mean, based on what you heard, where are they going? Do you remember? In conversation 1, where was the context?
Conversation 1? You are me.
Yeah, let's start with 1.
It is not partly accepted. Yeah.
Well, where was the person invited?
Where? Coffee.
bar.
Drink.
Have a coffee.
Have a coffee.
Good. Not drink a coffee, but have a coffee. Right.
Have a coffee.
Okay. And was that accepted? Partially accepted.
Partly accepted. Person B said we'll have a coffee later.
Okay, later. Right. Okay, and then number 2. What was the invitation for, Sylvia? In number 2?
Cinema, but it's declined.
Declined. Do you remember how it was declined? More or less?
He had to go to home.
Right. Straight home, in fact. Straight home.
From is directly.
Say again?
Straight, it's something like directly.
Exactly. Straight means directly home.
Okay.
That's right. And Ishmael, in conversation 3, what was the invitation for? Do you recall?
Invitation was to eat a pizza for lunch.
Exactly. To go to a pizzeria. That's right.
Yeah.
Eat a pizza for lunch. Was it accepted, declined, or partially accepted?
It was accepted.
It was accepted. Do you remember how? Do you remember what the person said, more or less?
Why not?
Why not? Good. So why not is a rhetorical question, right? We don't want to know the real reason why not. It's a rhetorical question to say, sure, I accept. Why not? Okay, very good. So it says listen again. I don't want you to listen again. I want you to read these yourselves, and then we're going to go back and just clarify. We're going to actually categorize the expressions for invitations, accepting, partially accepting, and declining. Okay, so I'm going to go forward to page 12. Okay, so Yuki and Sylvia. Yuki A, Sylvia B. Let's hear your best intonation.
How about joining us? How about joining us for a coffee after work?
Maybe can I let you know later?
Try again, Sylvia.
Maybe can I let you know later?
Yeah, you got to put some feeling into it. Maybe, you know, it's a dilemma. Maybe, look, can I let you know later? Let's try it again.
Okay.
One more time.
Maybe. Can I let you later? Maybe. Maybe. Can I let you know later?
Here's the problem, Sylvia. You're putting the stress on the word let,
Hmm?
but it doesn't go there. Listen to me. Can I let you know later? Can I let you know
So
later? Later is
Okay.
yeah.
Can I? It's impossible. Can I let you know later?
Later it's got to go up at the end. It's a question.
Can I let
Later?
you later? Okay.
Later?
Can I let you know later?
There you go. So you got to be a little lower in the beginning and a little higher at the end. Can I let you know later? Do it like that. Can I let you know later?
Can I let you know later?
Later?
So weird.
It's weird, but it's actually right. Maybe. Can I let you know later? So you got to go up on the word later, and it has 2 syllables, later. My voice rises on later. It rises on the 2nd syllable. Later? Can you
Later?
hear? That's
Okay.
it. That's it. That's it. So I'll try to point out the intonation, but the thing to remember here is that let is not the stressed word. Later is the stressed word, and ter is the syllable where your voice will rise. Okay? That's what you have to keep in mind.
Okay.
Sylvia, let's do you and Ishmael for number 2. Sylvia, you're asking, and Ishmael, you're going to be responding.
Do you feel like coming to the cinema with us?
Sorry, I am heading straight home tonight. It's my partner's birthday.
Good, Ishmael. Let's see if I say it a little different than you. Let's see. Sorry, I'm heading straight home tonight. It's my partner's birthday. I'm heading straight home tonight. So the difference that I hear is I'm heading straight home tonight. That I really drop my voice on tonight because it's the end of the sentence. So I want to hear your voice drop on tonight. I want to hear it go down. Okay, so Sylvia, one more time. And for you, Sylvia, with us, it's got to go up on the us. Okay?
Do you feel like coming to the cinema with us?
With us?
Sorry.
Wait. Sylvia, with us?
Okay. With us?
That's it. That time was good.
Sorry, I am heading straight home tonight.
Good.
It's my partner's birthday.
Perfect. It sounds much more natural. when you drop at the end. Very good. That's it. Okay, and then Ishmael and Yuki. Ishmael, you're offering. Yuki, you're responding for number 3.
Yuki, would you like to go to that new pizzeria for lunch?
Why not?
Why not?
Why
Why
not?
not? I've got nothing else to do. Are you paying, Ishmael? If you're paying, then I'll definitely go. Are you going to pay for it?
I am going to trade, Yuki.
Oh, you're treating. Excellent.
Oh, you want to trade me with
Yes.
with the expensive pizza for lunch?
You
are
can
very
choose-
good person.
You can choose the most expensive one.
Sylvia, what's the key to a pizza? What makes a pizza a real Italian pizza?
The dough.
The margherita, the cheese, and the tomato soup. No, sausages.
Sauce.
Sauce.
Sausage.
Ah,
Bologna.
so
Bologna.
it's all in the sauce. Is that right?
And the cheese. The
Oh, and
mozzarella.
It's got to have a good mozzarella. A good mozzarella.
Yeah.
Got it. Got it. Now we know. Now we know the secret.
And
By the way-
oven.
And what?
The oven.
And the oven, yeah. Does it depend on the oven?
A little bit. I prefer the wood oven than the electrical one.
Like the wood burning oven.
No,
wood
there
burner,
is. We use 2 different types of
Traditional.
oven. One is
Mhm.
the electrical one that everyone in his home, in our home.
I don't have an
And-
electrical oven. I have a gas oven.
Yeah, it's the same.
Ah, okay.
Then in the pizzeria, usually they have the wood oven with the
Oh.
real wood.
We say wood burning oven. Wood burning.
Wood burner.
Wood burning oven.
Traditional. The
Yeah.
electrical oven makes drier.
It dries it out.
Yes, usually.
Oh, I see.
The taste is different.
Oh,
Now I know.
now I know.
Now I know.
No,
Sounds delicious. I envy you.
And also the mozzarella, like I don't know about Italy, but here you can buy mozzarella made with cow milk, and you can also buy mozzarella from what is it? It's
goat milk.
goat. Is it goat or is it sheep? I guess it's
Sheep.
goat, isn't it?
No, we use, okay, the best mozzarella is the mozzarella di bufala.
Bufala, right.
Bufala.
Buffalo.
It's a kind of cow. It's
Mhm.
not the normal cow, it's a kind of cow. And it's produced in the south of Italy, near Naples, that part
Ah.
of Italy.
Fatty milk.
Yes, a little bit more.
But it's bufala is still a kind of cow. Is that right?
Yes, yes.
Ah, okay. Okay, I got it. Now I know. Okay. Okay, everyone. Now that we know about the best kind of pizza, I want you to.
Now I feel very
Do you
hungry.
prepare pizza, Sylvia?
Do you make pizza?
No, my parents, yes.
Do they know how to spin the dough, like up in the air? Can they flip it? Do they
I don't know.
flip it up in the air like the professionals? Or-
Ah, no.
Ah, okay. All right. Okay. Well, I want you to bring in some video so we can watch your parents preparing a pizza.
Ah, okay, buffalo is a bison, I think.
Bison.
Like a
Bison.
kind of bison.
Bison. Okay, got it. So, yeah, because we have the word buffalo in English, right? We have bison and we have buffalo. So I guess bufala is like the Italian buffalo, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, now we know. Hey, which one of those expressions, by the way, the reason I did that was so that you would forget what you just read. Because now I want you to remember again. Which expression was used for invitation, number one? Can you remember? Now that I've distracted you, which expression was used to invite? Who wants it? Ishmael, Sylvia, Yuki, who wants it? Use your memory.
Would you like?
Would you like to do what?
Well, I-
Join us.
Would
To
you like to
drink?
join us? There you
Join
go.
us.
Good. That's it. Would you like to join us? That's one good example. what was the expression you recall for accepting an invitation?
Why not?
Why not? That's very good. What about partly accepting?
Maybe. Can I let you know later?
Can I let you know later? Your voice goes up. Can I let you know later? Okay, very good. And finally, declining.
Sorry.
Sorry.
It's
true.
not good.
Well, it's true.
It's a shame.
But the whole thing was, sorry, I'm heading straight home. You could think of whatever excuse you wanted. In this case, it was, sorry, I'm heading straight home. Okay, very good. Now that you know some expressions, guess what I've got? I've got our key expressions on the screen for you. Oh, look at that. Wait a second. No, this is a mistake. You know what? That's a mistake. I have to fix it. Oh, no. It's not what it's supposed to look like. Hold on. That's supposed to be erased. Give me just a second because maybe I did erase it. Hold on. Let me just check. The next page. Ah, no. Hang on a second. I have to fix that. Okay, I'm going to go back to the previous page. For some reason, there's like a mistake there. But it's supposed to say, invite as many people as you can to these activities. You have to decide whether you're accepting or declining. And you've got, I put helpful phrases for you on the screen. But if you give me just a second, I'm going to correct that because it's it shouldn't be covered up like that. Give me just a second to fix that. 1 second, please. 1 second. Oh, Google Drive is so slow. It really gets me angry. Hold on a second. All I'm trying to do is just erase something, and I have to wait for the thing to reload.
It's a usual It's a usual business.
I know, but it's still annoying. Okay, hang on just a second. I just fixed it. 1 second. Okay, that's erased. And now I'm going to just share my screen with you because that's the easiest way to do this. 1 second. 1 moment. Okay, that's the camera. Share screen. There you go. Okay, now you can see it. Invite as many people as you can to these activities or make up your own. When you receive an invitation, decide if you want to accept, partly accept, or decline. Hey, Yuki, would you like to go to the movies tonight? We're going to see the latest movie with Ben Affleck, the latest Batman. I hear, not Batman, he's doing another movie, and I hear he does full nudity in the movie. You get to see all of Ben Affleck. Would you like to come see the movie with me?
Maybe. But it sounds good, but
it sounds good. It sounds terrible. Ben Affleck naked in a movie. It sounds awful.
I'm such a feeling that I'd like to see another movie.
Oh, well, I don't know what to tell you about that. Yuki, I'd like you to pick one and invite Sylvia. Let's see if you're going to accept or decline. Don't forget, your key expressions, by the way, are on the next slide. Okay, so if you want, you can always go there.
Sylvia, do you feel like watching a football match?
I'm sorry. I was kidnapped from an alien for that night.
Oh, jeez, that's too
bad. That's a shame. It's very good. It would be a very good game with my favorite team. Do you want to think about it again?
You have to ask the aliens if they're going to let you go. You've got to ask the aliens. Sylvia, you're going to try with Ishmael. Pick one and make an invitation.
Okay. Would you like to have a coffee after work?
Yes, I'd like
that.
I like that.
Good.
Where do you prefer to meeting?
Where do you prefer meeting? Not to meeting, but
Okay,
where do you
meeting.
prefer meeting?
We can meet at city center on the city clock or in front of the city clock.
In front of the city
Okay.
clock.
Okay.
I don't know which city you're referring to. Are we in Pisa or
Believe-
are we in wherever you are? You're in Istanbul? I don't know where you are, Ishmael.
We live in same city, John Eric.
Oh, we do. Okay. Okay. All right. And Ishmael, shall we go swimming after lunch?
Maybe can I let you know later, John?
Oh, yeah, that's okay. I understand. You're kind of busy. Okay. Try one with Yuki, Ishmael.
Yuki,
Yes.
how do you like to go out tonight?
How would you like?
How would you like to go out tonight and have some drinks together?
That sounds good. But can you go there tomorrow? Today is my wife's birthday.
Oh, I am afraid that I am going to be busy tomorrow because I have to finish my finance report.
Ah, too bad.
Oh, that's awful.
You'll just have to tell your wife to have her birthday on another day, Yuki.
Okay, I'll cancel today's birthday party.
Thank you,
I'm
thank you,
glad to
Yuki.
go with you today.
I'm sure she'll understand. I'm sure. All right.
Friend is more important than wife.
Yes, Ishmael is more important than wife. Okay. We're going to come back to this a little bit later. You'll have a chance to use these expressions again. But what I'd like to do is to take a look at a little bit of grammar. We've talked a bit about the future already. I'd like to go over it in a little bit more detail. So we're going to do the language at work section. And we're going to go back to some of the things we've already listened to. Specifically, it says, match the extracts from audio 24 and 25. We've listened to these already. So they should be more or less familiar to you. And what you have to do is identify what tense is used in each situation first, and then match it to one of the rules. So first of all, let's quickly just read through our choices here. As you read, I want you to identify the tense. And this is probably, for all of you, this is probably a review. I don't think you're going to have trouble with this. Okay? So, Sylvia, read A and tell us the verb tense, if you can.
Okay, she's coming later on this morning to speak with you. Present continuous.
Very good. It's the present continuous. And Ishmael, B?
This will give you a real insight into their lives.
Very good.
A simple future.
Simple future is correct. Will is a simple future. I also usually simplify this and just say that it's the first conditional because it's got will in it. Because the simple future is the first conditional. So, or sometimes we call that the real conditional. Just because it doesn't have an if doesn't mean that there isn't an if implied by the sentence. So in this case, this will give you real insight to our lives if you know more about it, for example. So you can extend the sentence and turn it back into a conditional. Just for you to know, because it'll help you in the future to make that connection if you add more information to the sentence. Anyway, Ishmael, I agree. A simple way is to call it the simple future. What about C, Yuki?
We are looking at all the options, and we are going to arrange two dates. I think it's intention of subject.
It is the future as as well as an intention. It's not really an intention because it's not going to. But first, what's the verb tense?
Verb tense is infinitive.
Infinitive? Show me where.
No. Verb tense
No.
is
Well, we are going. What verb tense is that? Present, past, or future?
Future tense.
Okay. The use is the future, which is correct. The tense is the same as Sylvia's sentence. It's the present continuous. So the name of the tense is present continuous. The use is for the future. And I said it's not going to, but I meant to say it is going to. And going to is an intention, like you said. Going to is also a near future if there's a present situation, if there's a present fact. So in this case, what's the fact that's happening in the present, Yuki? What's the fact that's happening right now?
Right now, they are looked at all the options.
Right, they've already looked at all the options.
They are looking at all the options.
Oh, it's done, it's over, right? They've already done it. And so the present fact is that they know their options. They've already looked at their options, so they know what they are. So that means that going to here is not really an intention. It's actually a near future based on a present fact. So it would be an intention if it was expressing something like a wish. Like, I'm going to learn Japanese because I really love the culture and language. That's true, but it looks like I don't have time to learn Japanese. I started to, but I didn't have time to continue. Sylvia, back to D.
The February flight leaves on the 15th, at present.
Present what? Present.
Present simple.
Simple. Good. Yuki gave us the use of the tense as well. Do you know what the use of the tense is here? Well, actually, I guess we'll match them in a second. Well, let's read through them first. So, Ishmael, read the final one for us. E.
A. It would be a good idea to travel with our interpreter.
Good.
B. That makes sense. We'll speak to our colleagues and let you know.
Okay, so what tense is this?
I didn't understand.
What verb tense is this? What verb tense?
A?
No, in B, because that's
B.
the one in bold. Yeah.
Simple present tense.
Again,
sorry. The first tense, simple present, and the second, future,
Whoa.
simple future.
We only care about the second part, simple future. Okay. Because that's the one in bold. We'll speak. Okay. Let's go back and see if we can match them up. Okay. She's coming in later on this morning to speak with you. Present continuous. Match it to 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Okay. So Sylvia, how would you match number 1? What's the use of the tense? What's the rule?
Someone talking about an intention.
Okay, so letter
It's
A.
Second.
A
Yeah.
matches with which rule? And you said with 2, a plan or intention. She's coming in later. A plan or intention.
For an appointment. No.
I wonder if I agree. Hang on just a second here. Well, which is it? Is it 3 or 2, Sylvia?
I think 2, because appointment it's the C.
Okay. Well, hang on.
They can be the same, because also the tense is the same.
But wait a second. The key in number 2 is that they have. Wait. talking about a plan intention, something they have already decided to do. She's coming in later on that, well, okay, I guess you're right. Yeah, I can see that. I was going to call it, yeah, go ahead.
I think 3 is more match with the A.
That's I was going to
It
say
doesn't-
3 as well. Yes, I was going to say 3. Why do you think so?
Because another man talking about a different woman.
Uh-huh.
I think that, for example, if we choose 2, someone talking about a plan, intention,
If we go back,
she has no plan. Another person talk about an appointment or arrangement. It is arranged and it makes an appointment with her, and she is coming in later to this morning to speak with you.
yeah, I was going to choose number 3 as well, because it's an appointment. It's also an arrangement, which means people have agreed. And it's not explicit that they've decided on some action in a plan before. It's not completely explicit. So I was going to go with number 3 as well for that. Let's do the others and see if we agree. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. So Yuki, what about B? This will give you a real insight.
This will give you a real insight into the dives. I think some are making a decision as they speak.
This
Wow.
will give you a real insight. That's a decision. A decision would be like this. I think I'll have a coffee later. What do you think? You see what I'm saying? An instant decision is usually used with will, but it's usually
Making
very
decision.
spontaneous. So it's very spontaneous.
So I think 4. Someone making a prediction.
Yeah, it's got to be a prediction.
Mhm.
So the person isn't sure, but they're giving their best guess. This will give you real insight. So B is absolutely 4, no doubt about it. And Ishmael, what about, let's go to C now. Now we can compare A and C because they're similar. What would you say for C?
See, we have looked at all the options, and we are going to arrange 2 dates. I think someone talking about a plan, intention, something they have already decided to do.
I think so. So if we can only match one at a time, then I would say that number one has to be, letter A has to be rule number 3. Letter B has to be rule number 4, and letter C has to be rule number 2, because it's really about a plan in that case. All right. So I can understand the confusion with letter A. I can see how you could see it as both ways, but I think the best description is that it's an appointment or an arrangement for letter A. And Sylvia, let's go back to you for D.
The February flight leaves on the 58th. Someone talking about a timetable or schedule. 5.
Absolutely. So we use the present simple if it's been written down in a schedule or timetable. If everyone knows it, it's been written down, present simple. It's the only time we use the present simple to express the future. All right, and back to Yuki for E.
It would be a good idea to travel with our interpreter. It would be a good idea. So,
Well, you're looking at will speak. We'll speak with our, because the bold word is will speak. So you're only concerned with that for E.
Okay. Both would speak to our colleagues. It's a it's a expectation. So talking about the plan? No.
Keep in mind that there's a dialogue here, right? So they're speaking at this precise moment. Did they plan to offer the colleague as a connection there?
No,
Did they plan to?
no.
No, they didn't plan it.
No.
So if they didn't plan it, that only gives you one option left.
So maybe 4.
Maybe
I'm
4?
making a prediction.
No, it's not a prediction. Because you used that already. It's gone. That choice has been used.
Ah.
Right? So if it's a momentary decision, like, I think I'll have a coffee. Want to join me? I think I'll have. We use will to make a momentary decision. So the answer is actually has to be number 1.
Oh.
So the reason they're showing it to you as a dialogue is to stress, to emphasize that they're speaking. Let's summarize. Let's summarize here. Present continue when it's an arrangement, right? Present continue when it's an arrangement between people. Future simple when it's undefined or less certain, like when you're making a prediction. It's not certain, but you probably think it's going to happen. The going to form when there's a present fact that you can base it on. So it's the near future based on a present fact. Present simple when it's been scheduled. When everyone knows it, it's written down, it's the present simple. It's the only case where we use the present simple as a future. Finally, will as a momentary decision, particularly in a dialogue where 2 people are speaking. So that's a quick summary of the future forms that you've seen so far. You've got to decide which is the best option. Okay? By the way, Sylvia, what is that? Is that a PDF? What is that?
Yeah, I have a PDF from my school that it's a resume for all the tense. It's only 1 page, but it's impossible to share.
You'd have to create a link.
It would be a file in your hard disk, no?
Yes, we'd have to go to your computer.
Okay.
It would be a hacker.
Invite us to Italy and prepare a pizza and give us some.
Exactly.
I never use Google and this, and so for me it's new, but it will be helpful for all. It's only a table.
Well, what you can do is upload it to Google Drive. Just drag and drop it into Google Drive, then share it, and then it gives you a link, and then you can put the link in the Verbling chat window.
Okay.
So, but you have to open Google Drive first, okay? Or you can send it to me, and then I'll send it to the class. That's
yeah, it's only in mail. Okay, it's better.
So, now that you know those 5 rules, let's put them to use. Okay, let's give it a try in a controlled practice. So you've got 3 choices. You have to choose the best one. I can't see you on Friday, Ishmael.
I can't see you on Friday. Decide which of you is not possible in Sen. I can't see you on Friday.
I'll do, I'm going to do, I'm doing. Which is the best?
I am not possible. Which is not possible. I am going to do a training course in London. Possible.
Well, hang on a second. Wait. Decide which option in italics is not possible. So all you need to do is choose the verb tense here. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. Which one is not possible?
Possible.
Yeah. Sorry, you're right. I'm not thinking. So which one is impossible to say in this case? In other words, I'm going to do is possible. There's another choice which is also possible. Which one do we need to exclude?
I am doing a training course in London.
Does that sound okay?
It is not possible.
Why not? It can be an arrangement. It can. You could have arranged to do a training course. That means agree with another person or party. So it is possible because you could have arranged it.
And I'll do a training course in London, also possible.
Not possible. Not possible. In this context, not possible. Because
I decided before.
yeah, it's not spontaneous. Exactly. It's not spontaneous. You can't just say, oh, I'll do a training course on Friday. No, you can say, oh, I'll get a coffee. But you can't say, I'll do a training course on Friday. It's very unlikely that that would be a spontaneous decision. So I'll do is the one we exclude in number 1. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. All right, great. And Yuki, what about number 2?
According to the weather forecast, it will be hot tomorrow. I think will.
Okay, which one do we exclude? Which one is not possible?
Not possible is it's being.
Exactly. It's being hot tomorrow. It doesn't even sound good, right? It doesn't sound good. And there's a reason.
What is the time of this sentence, John? It's being hot tomorrow?
Exception.
It's being hot is, it doesn't exist, basically, because we cannot use the verb to be to express the present continuous, to express an action happening in the moment of speaking. We can, but it's very, 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 very rare. Like saying, I've been being good. Like there you might be able to say it. But it's very unusual. So basically, the verb tense doesn't really fit the verb. So that's why we're going to exclude it. We just say, it's going to be hot, present continuous. Or it'll be hot because we're making a prediction. So the verb tense is present continuous, but the verb to be sounds bad in the present continuous, or any kind of existential verb will sound bad in the present continuous. Okay? Like we wouldn't say it's being, it's seeming, it's liking, it's any of these non-action verbs sound strange in the present continuous. Okay, so I agree with Yuki for number 2. Its being is odd. We're going to exclude it. Okay, and what about, Sylvia, number 3, the flight from Paris?
Arrives in Tokyo at 10:45 each day.
That sounds good to me, so we keep that one. Which one do we exclude? Which is the wrong one?
Is going to arrive.
Good. And we
Because
exclude
it's something scheduled, so it's present.
Exactly. It's scheduled, so we use the present.
Because,
That's it. That's it. That's 100% correct. You got it. Okay? And back to Ishmael for 4. We've got a little dialogue again.
By the way, I am out of the office tomorrow. Okay. I'll let Christina know. It is okay. I am letting Christina know it is not possible.
That's true. I'm letting it's not possible because
I decide during the speaking time.
Exactly. It's spontaneous.
Spontaneous.
That's right. It's not a plan. It's a spontaneous decision. Spontaneous decision. Okay? That's it. That's correct. Okay, well, let's try one more. These are pretty short. Yuki, what about 5?
I'm not in the office on Monday. I'm going to go to an exhibition. No. I'm not in office. I'll go to an exhibition.
That's right. We have to exclude I'll go. Right?
I'm mhm,
That's right.
excluded. I'm going.
Yeah.
I'll go false. Not possible.
False, exactly.
Yes.
Because it's not a spontaneous decision in this case. It's a plan.
It's a plan, yes.
That's right. Okay. And we're back to Sylvia for the little dialogue in 7.
7 or 6?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, 6.
6. I'm meeting with Mr. Brasler at 3:30 this afternoon.
At 3 and a what?
3:30 this afternoon.
3:30. Right. So, Sylvia?
I'm meeting. The second one.
So the incorrect one is I'm meeting. Is that right?
No, no. I meet and I'm going to meet. I think
Okay.
there are
so
3 choices.
right. Which is the
I
one
choose
we
the-
exclude? Which is
I
the one
meet.
that's not possible? I meet is not possible.
meet.
That's correct.
Yeah,
Because?
because it's not something sure.
Mm-hmm.
Always in the same day.
Okay. Yeah.
So
These are- these
I was
are-
in this.
That's right. These are arrangements, not scheduled appointments. Okay? I meet with Mrs. Brasilier, whatever her name is, at 3:30 this afternoon. This one is a little bit also confusing because if the speaker met Mrs. So-and-so every day at 3:30, it would be correct. But he doesn't meet her every day. And we know that because he says with.
Schedule. When we talk about
And also this
schedule,
afternoon.
Yeah, it's this
But,
afternoon.
he also write this afternoon, so we know that it's not always. It's today.
That's true, but it could still be a schedule because maybe he's only meeting once, but it's written down. And the moment it's written down, it's I meet. Do you see what I'm saying? Because it's put in his agenda, it becomes I meet. But the reason we know it's not correct is because he says I meet with. Because he adds the preposition with, that means it's like a less formal meeting, like I'm going to meet with my friends. So that means it can't be a formal scheduled event. That's the actual reason. I don't know if that's clear or not, but the real key here is the preposition with. I'm meeting with, I'm going to meet with sounds much more natural because it's a less formal, therefore not scheduled event. Does that make sense, Sylvia?
Yeah. So, but
Yeah.
between I'm meeting and I'm going to meet,
They're exactly
because
the same.
I think I'm okay.
They're exactly the same in this case. But the key is, just because it says this afternoon, that alone isn't enough of a reason. Because we could say, I meet Mrs. So-and-so at 3:30 this afternoon because I've written it down in my agenda. So it's scheduled. But we can't say it, or we probably wouldn't say it with I meet with. I mean, probably not. It's just because it sounds less formal. It sounds like you're going to have a conversation rather than an appointment. So that one's a little bit subtle. Okay, well, we've got time for the last two. We can finish this exercise. So we're on to a dialogue with Ishmael.
By the way, out of
You're doing what, number 7, isn't it?
number 7, okay.
Right.
Hey, could you give me some information about Mr. Ward's visit? Of course, I'll email the details now. Okay, I email not possible.
I email's not possible because
Because I decided spontaneous during
Exactly.
speaking time.
I decided spontaneously.
Spontaneously.
That's right.
Adverb.
That's right. That's right. Okay, and I guess Yuki, you're the last one. Letter number 8, please.
I think Greta it's nothing with notice a lot of changes in the office when she returns from maternity leave.
Mm-hmm.
I think I think it's noticing is excluded.
I agree.
With
Because
notice, it's right answer. Because it is a future intention. No,
intention?
it is
No.
no, not the intention. It's a simple future. It's a future event.
Is Greta at work?
Prediction?
It's a prediction. Yeah, it's a prediction. Is that clear, Yuki? It's a prediction.
Okay.
Greta is not at work. She isn't there yet. So the speaker is making a prediction.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay. As long as it's clear. All right, all right. Okay. Well, we're going to try to put all this together in our final class. We're going to take all of these situations. We're going to put them together in a realistic, I don't know if I have this in front of me. I can give you a quick preview before we go. Hang on just a second. I've got to open my files.
I couldn't understand the simple present continuous tense with future usage or with future meaning.
If you
can I use simple present continuous tense with future meaning?
In the sense of there's three cases. Let's say that you and I agree to do something. Let's say we agree to meet. Yeah, we have an arrangement, right? As long as we agree, you use the present continuous. So, for example, Ishmael, we're having dinner at Sylvia's, and Yuki's coming, because that means that I made a plan with Sylvia. We're having dinner tonight at Sylvia's. Her parents are making pizza for us. Isn't that nice?
Yes.
Sylvia, did you know your parents are going to make pizza for us?
Mozzarella cheese.
With buffalo mozzarella.
Buffalo milk.
That's the idea.
Fatty buffalo milk.
And we've got 3 possibilities. That's possibility 1. Possibility 2. Something happens in the present. Look, the spaceship has just landed in my yard. I think we're going to be abducted and taken away. The present fact is that the spaceship landed. The future is going to, because it's the one form of the near future is with going to. That's the best form. We're going to be abducted because the spaceship has just landed. So that's case number 2. And the last case, case number 3, is the intention, which we didn't really do here, future intention. So I'm going to master the English language, and I'm going to be a better playwright than Shakespeare once I've mastered the language. I'm expressing my personal intention to become better. I'm going to. So those are 3 situations where you could use it. I don't know if that's a little bit more clear or not. But let's do this. Let's do this, Ishmael. Let me give you the homework. You try it out. There'll be rules there as well. You can review the rules and then see if it's clear after the homework. Okay?
Okay.
Try it like that. I would just want to give
can I have a presentation of homework that is used in previous class?
Yes, I'll send everything.
Okay,
after class I'll send it. And just a quick preview because I'm looking at the material. In tomorrow's class it looks like, I'm just looking at what the speaking activity is. Give me a second. The task. Give me just a second. Okay, it's going to be more of an informal presentation where you're going to be inviting and responding to the presentation that's being given. You have to plan an event or a series of events to inform a wider market about the company's operations, particularly if they're ethical things, if it's fair trade related, if it's environmentally related. Okay? I'll give you a case study to take a look at first, and then you're going to do the informal presentation and make recommendations or invite people to the events. That's the plan for the last class, which will be tomorrow, just so you know. Okay, you've had enough of me. So I'm going to go. I'll send you everything after class in a few minutes, okay? So look for it in the verbal message system. Bye for now, everyone. Have a great day.
Thank you for the class.
See you, John Eric. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye
Take care.
bye.
See you.
Hasta la vista.